Hey there, I'm Heidi Swapp, and I'm really excited to show you how to do a 2 different color tone foil print transfer at the same time. And what I'm using right now is actually an American flag, which is perfect for your summer, 4th of July, patriotic stuff that's going on right now. So hopefully you can see that in the light, that I've added the blue foil over where the stars are and the red foil over where the stripes are. Now this printable is actually available free on my blog, so you'll head over there to check it out, but let me show you exactly what you're going to do. You take the print, and this needs to be printed out on a white cardstock, make sure it's smooth, and you're going to use a laser printer. So it has to be a toner ink. So even if you take it to Kinko's or to FedEx, Kinko's or whatever, one of those copy places, they will print it out with a toner print. Now when you look at this print, it's not perfect. It's actually kind of a distressed, a little bit of a blurry print, but it looks fantastic when it's foiled. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this right in my transfer folder. And I've already cut my foil, so I wanted a piece of blue foil and red foil. You'll also need a little bit of tape, washi tape or a little bit of Scotch tape. So I'm going to go ahead and put the blue foil right over where the star portion is, kind of line up the straight edges. Let's make sure, yep, we're nice and lined up there. And I'm just using a little piece of tape right on the foil so that it holds in place. So we're putting the blue foil down first. Next we're going to add the red foil, and I've actually cut it so that it's just going to layer right over the entire printable. You're going to put it right over the blue. It's all completely covered, and if you want to, you could actually tape that in place if it's moving around on you. Then you're just going to make sure that it's nice and smoothed out. Your Minc should be set at a number 3 heat setting if you're using just regular paper, which is probably what you're using, and then you're going to go ahead and let it go through the Minc. Okay, once it comes out of the Minc, you're simply going to open up the folder, remove the red foil, and that's going to expose the stripes already. Now this portion of the foil right here that wasn't used can be used again, so you can hang on to that and use it again in a different project. And now we'll go ahead and just remove the blue foil. Carefully pull up the tape as well. All right, so now you can see that I have this really fun 2-toned foil print. Looks amazing. All right, now I just want to show you a couple examples of what I made using this print. So the first thing I did, and you can kind of see behind me here, I made several different of the marquee stars, and I'm going to show you how I did that. This one I mounted right onto a wreath, as you can see, and I wired it directly to the chicken wire that's on the wreath. And behind here, it's still really easy for me to access that on and off battery pack. So this can hang on a door or, you know, wherever. The other one that I did turned out really cute. Now, there are actually more holes in this than I chose to use. I just used 5 different light bulbs. But on this one, I added a little bit of hand lettering around the outside edge, just using a Sharpie, which is kind of a fun little twist on it. And then this one, I just wanted to show you that I added some tulle, and I kind of just used the strands of the lights to hold it. And during my party, I was able to tie this right onto a post for a decorative effect. So what I love is that the lights in the marquee actually really sets off and really reflects beautifully off of the foil. Okay, so I have a marquee letter, a marquee shaped star here. Every one of the marquee shapes comes with a template in the box. So what you can do is just set the template, the star, right onto the foil, and actually kind of like to see where it's lining up. So I'm going to go ahead and just mark it and then cut it out. Okay, so once you have that cut out, that's going to pop right into your marquee shape. And then what you're going to want to do is poke holes for the lights to come through. Now, depending on how many holes you want to poke, I kind of pop the template back in, and I like to use scissors. And here's, you don't want probably your kids to do this this step, but like I put the scissors in and then kind of twist it, and what that does is just kind of gets all the way down, and I'm kind of doing this quickly. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do the middle one too. Obviously, you can choose which one of the holes for the bulbs you want to pop out. Okay, so now I have these holes in here, and if you wanted to, you could kind of clean up those holes a little bit, trim it away. So then I just go ahead and pop the bulbs right in. Make sure that you're reinforcing the back of the marquee light with your fingers as you pop those bulbs in. Now, even if the paper is a little bit rough right around where your light bulb goes in, it doesn't matter because the bulb covers that whole opening up. All right, so once you have your light bulbs in, you can thread your light strand right in there, and you will need to add a couple of AAA batteries, and that's all it takes. Now, if you visit my blog, you'll be able to find, oops. All right, I don't have any batteries in this one, but if you visit my blog, you'll be able to see photos of some different ways that I have used this star marquee with this beautiful foiled flag in the back. So go ahead and download that freebie from my blog and make pretty stuff.